Everyone deserves access to good healthcare, be it someone in a third world country where they haven't got access to a medical facilities or medication, or us in the Western world where we're just too busy to go and see a doctor. BodyTalk Access can help. It can give better healthcare to everybody. It's a one-day course, and on it you learn 5 of our techniques and our emergency first aid, or fast aid as we call it, technique. And this whole routine takes about 10 minutes a day to do. You learn it on the course, and then you've got a little routine that you can do for yourself, your friends and your family, and anyone else in your community that you come into contact with. It really is all about empowering people to look after their own healthcare. It is a subset of the tools of BodyTalk, and Dr. John Beltime, the founder of BodyTalk, decided that he wanted to take a subset of BodyTalk and make it available to everybody. Not everybody has the resources and the time to see a doctor or see a BodyTalk practitioner, because we're not everywhere on the planet. So he came up with the idea that we do a subset. So they handpicked 5 techniques that are really specific at helping the most things possible to be able to give it to people in this one-day course. And then you've got the set of tools that you can use forever. You learn it in a day and you use it for a lifetime. Now, BodyTalk Access can't deal with everything. It doesn't replace the need for seeking out medical help when you have an emergency and seeing your doctor when you've got a concern that you want to address. But what it can do is help with many, many, many things. Now, it will never replace having a BodyTalk session. We talk of access as like the weekly cleaning, and BodyTalk's the spring clean. You know, you need to regularly clear out the clutter in your system and be able to be in a better place with less stress, and you can cope with your life better and have better health. So I'll talk through quickly the 5 techniques so you've got an idea of what you would learn on the day. The first technique is called the Cortices, and this is all about balancing the left and the right brain. So about taking the stress and the overwhelm off the mind and just helping with so many things. You know, when our brain is stressed, it really can't cope with what's going on. So like us, it starts to forget about things and stonewall problems, and what we want it to do is to be functioning well so it can communicate and send the right messages to the right places in the body and at the right times. So Cortices is all about learning, taking the stress and the overwhelm off the brain, and you can learn that elsewhere on the website, but we go into it in a lot more depth on the course. Now the second technique is switching, and this is similar because it's another technique that's working on your brain. We naturally switch when our body is saying, I've had enough. So an extreme version is a marathon runner hitting the wall. The body's just saying, no, I don't want any more of this. But we do it every day. We'll get to a point where our body's just overloaded, it's saying enough is enough and we need a bit of a break. So we're driving down the road and we want to turn, well, you're right, and you end up turning left. We will get confused sometimes. And this is a natural function, this switching function. But what we want to do is to make sure that it happens at the right time for you. And that's what switching is all about, so that you can deal with the stress in your life in a better way. Now the third technique is called hydration. We all know that we need water in our bodies, but we can literally be swimming in water, and if our body's not utilising it, it's not doing us very much good. And this really came out of helping people where they haven't got much access to water as well, because when we've got little water in our system, we want to make sure we're using it optimally. So hydration is all about allowing the water to go through your cell membrane wall, so it can deliver all the nutrients, do the energy production and remove all the toxins that it leaves. So it's all about getting the water in your body utilised better. The fourth technique is called body chemistry. This is a great technique. It helps with everything from funguses, little parasites and horrible little things in your body. Viruses, bacteria, you name it. What's it called? Chemistry, body chemistry can clear it out. Now, the technique's very simple and effective, and over time it can start to eradicate long-term issues in the body. Our immune system can just kind of start halfway through clearing something out and then kind of gets a bit bored and forgets about it, and you know, we can get things like chronic fatigue in the body where it can be just a build-up of viruses and problems. So it's a great way of clearing lots of clutter out of the system. Now the final technique, the fifth technique, is called the Reciprocals, and I love this. It's great for anyone who likes doing a lot of sport as well. The Reciprocals is all about improving your posture and your balance. So we're looking at improving the posture of the body, which opens the trunk out, lets the energies flow, so our high-end chakras and meridians can flow better. It's great for removing aches and pains. So I use it a lot when I'm running and things. And it's the wealth of lists of things that the Reciprocals can help with is quite profound. We've had people come on BodyTalk courses, learn the Reciprocals, do them, and they've been able to touch their toes for the first time in their lives. It can really help with your flexibility. Now, additionally to the 5 techniques, which are great, they cover, you know, the brain, the body, the posture, your breathing, your lymphatic system can be improved, your digestive system, you know, practically a lot of things can be helped through the 5 techniques. But we also teach you the fast aid technique. So this is our energetic first aid. This is helping you to have a little set of tools that you can use additionally to your good first aid tools when you have an emergency. Paramedics will tell you that if you're ever at the scene of a car accident or something, you'll get like people wandering around aimlessly because their brain's so overwhelmed with the shock of what's happened they can't function properly. Now if they've got internal bleeding going on, the body isn't able to shut that down. So they can actually literally bleed to death and have major problems. Now with fast aid, what we're doing is taking all that stress and the overwhelm off the brain. And the Cortices is obviously part of that, so learn it because you can use it on yourself when you have an issue as well. But it's another lot of little bits within a little system and a routine that you use which can help to relieve the immediate pain, the stress on the system, and allow your body to start healing immediately. So it can be really powerful. So as well for major emergencies, you can use it for minor things in the home. So, you know, kids getting their fingers stuck in the lunchbox or having a scrape, you know, burning yourself, any kind of bits and things that we do around the house on a regular basis, you can help and heal that too. So we always get shifts on the course, but over time things can shift as well. So you come and learn Access. It takes less than 10 minutes a day when you're good at it to do the techniques, and you keep practicing. You do the techniques for about 21 days, and then you move to what we call a maintenance technique system. So over the 21 days, your body is literally having this little routine, taking all its stress and overwhelm off the system, and a lot of things will start to shift. You know, you might get circulation to a part of your body that's never had anything there for a long while. All little bits and pieces can shift and change. So all of this is about, you know, getting our brain more happy, really, taking all that stress and the overwhelm off the system, getting our brain to function better so that it can talk to the body the right time, the right places, and when it needs to. It's kind of like taking some of the stress off and helping our body to be in a less stressed place where it can heal itself. So overall, we'll end up leading healthier and happier lives using this on a regular basis. There are so many stories I could tell you about Access and how we've used it and how it's helped people, but come along and find out more for yourself. Everybody's using it. We've got teachers, firefighters, paramedics. We've got people in the corporate world using it to make sure they don't take as many days off work with stress and illnesses and ill health. You know, everybody could learn and benefit from it. So come along and find out more. Access really does help you to live a healthier and happier life.